Hello, everybody. Welcome to the EOS Hot Sauce, episode number 155. I'm your host, Dan Singjoy. I hope that you're having a great day and you're excited for some very hot EOS stories today. Let's get right into it. We have some really exciting topics. So first thing that we'll discuss is Boid Avatars. Then we'll also discuss Nathan James, new Director of Developer Relations, having an interview with GenerEOS. Yves La Rose having an interview with BSN. The Helios Futurist Twitter Spaces series, Nice1 new game demo, DeFi balance update, EOS Development Summary, ENF Grants update, and the first Eden Fractal meeting. All right, let's get into it. So the Boid Avatar, this one's a really cool and fun project. It's an exciting new NFT project from the Boid team where you can design your own unique NFT avatar and earn Boid when others mint your design. So you can design your own avatar by combining different parts. There's 8 different parts that you can get in different Boid packs. You can customize it to express yourself with all sorts of fun avatars that have wings and they're flying. And you can also collect special edition community avatars inspired by EOS community leaders, like you can see here, like Eve and Daniel Keys and Zach and Stefan and Aaron Cox. So it's really cool. There's also much more that I'll show you too. So it's now live at avatar.boid.com. You can check it out there and you can learn exactly how it works there. So there's a description of the details and how you can purchase. And there's also frequently asked questions here. So basically you can purchase pack NFTs with lots of parts here on the Boid site and also on Atomic Hub. You can purchase it with Boid and EOS, and then you can design your own avatars, and then anyone can mint from your avatars. And then if somebody mints from your avatars, or when somebody mints from your avatars, then you can earn some of the revenue that is generated from that. And 25% of the avatar minting revenue goes to the person who designed the template, and then 75% is burned to help grow the Boid ecosystem. And in addition, Boid avatars also act as a unique pass to participate in the Boid universe, which is really exciting. So you can see it here. Here's the Boid and the Boid site where you can purchase different packs. There's common packs and rare packs and different levels of rarities and different amounts of total packs that are available. You can see and find more information, and you can also purchase it directly on Atomic Hub with EOS here, and you can see the small packs, large packs, etc. You can also go to the designer on the Boid Avatar website and design your Boid avatar from scratch. So you start out with just a little white blank flying dude here, and then you can add different parts. Like you can add the cyborgo head, and then add cool eyes, and some sort of mouth and a torso, and all sorts. So you can get really creative. There's a lot of different options here, and it's really fun. I've been checking this out a lot, and it's really cool exploring. You can really get creative and express yourself. I've also been speaking with a lot of builders in EOS who have been really enjoying and making lots of cool NFT avatars with Boid too. So I'm very happy that the Boid team did this, and it's a really cool profile picture project as well for EOS. There's a lot of people in the EOS community who are making their profile pictures. You can see some really well done here, like from Wombat, and there's a Doctor one. There's Maxi from, I think that's Max Infeld. So there's lots of really great stuff. You can see Dan Larimer and Pisces Bits here, and you can also see their traits and rarity score and when it's minted and so forth. So really neat. Also John from Boid, who is one of the main leaders at Boid, who helped develop this a lot, and Jimmy D, who recently had an interview with John from Boid. And apparently my mouse trackpad just ran out of batteries, which isn't the most convenient thing, but I just plugged it in, so now it's better. Sorry about that. Yeah, so you can check out that, and you can check out the customized ones here on Atomic Hub, and you can purchase them. So as I was saying before, these also serve as a unique pass to the Boid universe, which is kind of just starting, or it's been developing for a while, but it's really getting off the ground, and it's in the alpha mode right now. So you can check out here. They have a really beautiful website. You can learn more, basically these NFTs, in addition to just like looking really cool and being fun and having them in profile picture, that also provide access and entry into all the exciting different worlds that they're building in the Boid universe. You can check these out at the links in the description. I was really amazed. I hadn't checked out Boid's progress recently in this much detail, but they've really been making some incredible progress. And so I really love to see it. And I'm very excited to see how they'll develop this Boid verse, the Boid Void, all sorts of cool stuff here that you'll be able to interact with and play with and explore with the Boid avatars, the Boid colony. really beautiful artwork. Way to go, Boid team, doing awesome stuff in the EOS ecosystem. Really awesome to see. If people aren't familiar with Boid too, in addition to the Boidverse and the avatars, they've also been working with EOS for several years. They have a social supercomputer, which is really cool. Basically allows you to connect your devices like your computer and your phone and contribute to really big ideas like health research and scientific research and stuff like that with your computing power on your phone, and then earn rewards. You can see a great explainer video here that's on their website that's really well produced. And then you can also check out more on their website. They have a really well-designed website where it shows how you can help save lives and predict the weather and research stars and how it works to break down complex tasks and how the Boid ecosystem facilitates all this helpful development with Boid power. So check that out. It's really cool. And this will all be integrated in various ways with the Boid avatars, which is great to see. They also have the app that you can check out there, and also the Boid white paper, which I also love their design, and there's lots of exciting ideas here as well. So really cool Boid ecosystem. You can learn more. John Heater discussed it a bit at the Fireside chat this week. And then also Eden member Jay Bosworth made a great Hive post about it where he explained he's a big Boid community member, where he went through exactly how it works and shared it in more detail. So these are great places where you can check out. Also, there was an interview with the Boid team on the Uplift with Jimmy D, I believe, a few weeks ago. So you can check out, learn more there. And there was a Ukrainian Boid avatar. So that's also great to see. So I love to see these Boid avatars, and I'm really excited to keep playing around with this and see more Boid avatars flying around the EOS ecosystem, and lots of people using it as the profile picture. So thanks so much, Boid team, and check it out. The links in the description. I see lots of action in the chat. Hello, Daniel and Ian and Veronica and Love Handles and Bywire. Go EOS, absolutely. Catherine and SDF. Sounds great. It's great to see you all here. Thanks so much for the support. Thanks for being here. Let's go on to the next topic and go Boid avatars, go EOS. Let's go. So also go Genpool Spotlight, go GenerEOS, go Nathan James, the new director of developer relations at the ENF. So last week we had a story and we talked quite a bit about Nathan James's new role at the ENF, and it's really exciting. This week, Nathan joined Jimmy D for an interview on GenerEOS, which is a very interesting interview. If you're not familiar with Nathan James's new role, you can check out the hot sauce from last week, and you can also check out this excellent article from the EOS Network Foundation, which explains it in a very well written way. And then you can also check it out in a great video from Nathan James himself on the Everything EOS channel, where he explains what he's doing in a very passionate speech and like a very cinematic movie trailer kind of experience. And then in addition, you can also check it out in the Everything EOS Weekly Report too, where there's also lots more information and exciting details about Nathan James's new role. So basically, Nathan James, during this interview, and then also throughout the past couple of weeks or so, he's been explaining how he's going to help with EOS. If people aren't familiar, I'll just say real quick, he's also a highly respected builder and full stack developer with EOS IO-based Ultra and the originator Scatter, the first wallet to run on EOS. And so he really knows his stuff, and he's reimagining the developer experience on EOS to attract and train and retain the top developer talent within the ecosystem. So in this interview with Jimmy D, and then also in the Fireside chat, he was talking a lot about how he's planning to build a team with and planning to create an immersive, interactive way for developers to enter the EOS ecosystem with a full suite of courses for developers at every skill level, front end and smart contract walkthroughs and wallet integrations and easy access API references and development frameworks and mentorship programs. So it was a really fascinating discussion with Jimmy D. They also spoke about Nathan's experience with EOS and history with Scatter and how it's been working in the EOS IO space and the developer hub that I was just mentioning, and how he's planning to both expand the ecosystem of EOS developers and also retain to make sure that developers in the EOS ecosystem have really great experiences. And soon there'll be more languages like Golang and Rust to help expand the developer base, but right now he's just focusing on just making the best experiences possible for the developers. So he's been sharing a lot of great tweets too, in addition to this interview with Jimmy D. So he's been reaching out very actively in the EOS ecosystem and scheduling calls with developers all over. And he's also been making great, inspiring tweets like this, talking about how the story of EOS needs to be told properly. And it's an amazing story, which I totally agree with. Communicating with developers, again, lots of great tweets here. Taylor made a great tweet here. Shout out to Taylor. But yeah, it's great to see how Nathan is interacting with the EOS community. And also, I very much recommend listening to this Genpool Spotlight. It was super interesting hearing this. And I'm really excited to see how Nathan James will help the EOS ecosystem as the new director of developer relations. And yeah, it's super exciting. So thanks so much, Jimmy D and GenerEOS, for hosting this show. And thank you, Nathan, for all the great work so far. Looking forward to it. And thank you to all the great EOS developers who are working to help make amazing experiences with the upcoming developer hub and so forth. And on to the next topic, as we look at the beautiful heart from GenerEOS. I always love looking at that logo. Next topic that we'll talk about is Yves La Rose. He's having an interview with BSN, the blockchain-based service network. So this is on a new show called Blockchain All-Star that has really cool, like, retro design here too, which I like a lot. And basically, it's a series of interviews about blockchain, and it's with BSN friends and business partners and so forth, talk about their career journeys and personal life stories. So we'll hear a bit more about Yves La Rose and where he came from and why he loves EOS so much and what he's doing with EOS. EOS has been working with BSN, and BSN has been working with EOS for years, and there are lots of very exciting developments in the work. For people who aren't familiar, the BSN is China's state-backed blockchain-based service network, which is basically like a centralized and trusted middle layer that's based on EOS.io that connects private blockchains from giant tech companies like Tencent and Alibaba to public blockchains like EOS, and enables Chinese apps to interact with public blockchains in a manner that is compliant with Chinese regulations. So we also discussed this collaboration between EOS and BSN in the hot sauce from hot sauce 144. And you can also learn more about this in the Everything EOS Weekly Report from March 28th. You could sign up for this event here on the Eventbrite site. The date and time is coming up in a few days from now. So it'll be on June 14th, and it'll be at, the time is here, 9 p.m. CST, depends on where you are in the world. And yeah, you can check out all the exciting details with, lots of exciting details with the blockchain service network and EOS in the Everything EOS Weekly Report from March 28th, where you can learn there was an announcement where the BSN announced a new EOS.io blockchain called the Zhong-Yi chain, which is enabling Chinese NFTs. And so there's lots of exciting news there. And also there is, of course, the Chinese Center of Industry Development, or the CCID, which is working with the BSN, I believe, and it's a major authority in China, has been ranking EOS as the #1 blockchain for like 4 years in a row. So that's really cool to see. And you can also check out this interview from late 2020 with Yves La Rose talking with Yvan He, who's one of the leaders of the BSN, as well as Alex Bourget, about their work with the BSN. So this interview is coming up in like 4 days. I'm really excited to hear about Yves La Rose's story and what's going on with the BSN, and I think it'll be a really great interview. So thanks to Yves and the BSN, and check it out, links in the description. Looking forward to it very much. And the next topic that we have online for today is also awesome design. So Helios Helios Futurist series. It's a Twitter Spaces series. So the Futurist series aims to bring insights from the blockchain industry with various thought leaders and influencers to discuss the trajectory of blockchain technology in the future and how it will influence our future society and help our future society in like amazing ways. So they explore a plethora of ideas and concepts that will provide like really unique insights into the future of this emerging industry. And of course, Helios has a lot of expertise about EOS and EOS.io, and Brock Pierce is a huge advocate for EOS, and he's also the first guest on the Twitter Spaces Futurist series. So this just happened yesterday. Brock Pierce spoke with Chris Barnes, and it was a really fascinating conversation. It was a very well produced Twitter space with music, and like there was great questions and really great conversation. They spoke a bit about the importance of network reliability and how EOS is super resilient over 4 years. And they also talked about like the difference between like meme coins and blockchains with lots of utility like EOS. It was great to hear Brock's perspective on this. In addition to Brock's thoughts here, we also heard from Brock during the recent chief delegate meetings from Eden, as he's a chief delegate, 8 and 9, which came out over the past day or two. And Brock also spoke about future casting and many exciting plans for the future to grow EOS with Eden. So yeah, I enjoyed listening to this a lot. Also enjoyed Chris Barnes was telling some funny jokes and hosting it well too. So it was a really great Twitter Spaces. You can also play the recording here and listen to it. And there's going to be lots more coming up with lots of other great leaders. You can check it out on the blog post from Helios here, where you can learn what their plans are for this future series. And in addition to that, this is also joining a lot of great content from Helios. So they have the blockchain breakfast and the sunrise interviews and the Helios spotlight and top 5 EOS moments of the week and state of the crypto live streams. So Helios is basically sharing content almost every day, it seems like, that helps promote EOS, which is great. And then they're also starting the 4th wave of the Helios Incubator Light program, which is really neat to see too. And I also love the art and the waves and the surfing and stuff like that too. So you can check out the Helios Discord to learn more about EOS and what Helios is up to. So really cool to see this new future series. I love how the EOS community is thinking ahead in the future and working to make like a wonderful world in the future with EOS. So thankful for Brock Pierce and Chris Barnes and the whole Helios team for putting this together, and I'm looking forward to seeing more Futurist Twitter space in the future, seeing and listening to and interacting with too, because everybody can speak there, and it's a great way to reach out to more people in the community. So thanks, and looking forward to more. There's more links in the description for the Futurist Twitter Spaces series. And if you're excited about helping the EOS community and the world in the future, one thing that you can definitely do to help EOS and help the world, is to like this video and share this video with friends, and to subscribe to see a lot more great videos from EOS Nation. And these will all help grow the EOS ecosystem and create a lot of value and create a great future, and also spread the word about great projects like the Boid Avatars and everything else that we're discussing here. Also, while you're here, so we're doing a NFT giveaway with Party Crackers. So you can go to the most recent tweet from EOS Nation and type in your EOS account name in the comments, hit reply, and that will enter you for a chance to win really cool EOS NFTs and Party Crackers. And included in these are the Boid Avatars. So Boid donated, I believe, 10 packs with a bunch of Boid Avatar parts to the Party Cracker prize pool, and you can assemble the parts to make your own avatar. Stefan from EOS Nation is also donating some avatars. He's been really into it, which is really cool. And so you can join us, you can enter this week, and then also join us every week in the future to keep increasing your chances to win Boid Avatar parts. And I see more comments too. Keep it spicy, absolutely. It's great to see Andrew and Oscar and Veronica and Sang and Yevon and Shimona. Great to see you all. I love all the enthusiasm, and hope everybody's doing great out there. Oh, Patrick is here too from Nova Crypto. Great stuff, everybody. Let's go on to the next topic. Hope everybody's having a great time. And yeah, go EOS, go everything that's going on here. So another thing that's really nice, the Nice1, the Nice1 developers, Nice1 company came out with a new game demo for a new game called Legendary Legends. So it looks really cool. There's like a really neat retro design here. And it's a game that's built on EOS with the BTL token, I believe, or a blockchain trusted license. So there's lots of really exciting things. We spoke about Nice1 a little bit last week because they participated in the first Italian EOS hackathon. So you can check that out. And they also just released the first version of the Nice1 plugin, which is a Unity plugin, which makes it really easy for people to port traditional games and empower traditional games with the power of EOS. So you can check that out on their website, nice1.org, and you can learn a lot about this plugin and how it can help and empower game developers and help and empower gamers. It looks really cool, and they also have some really great designs. Looks like they put in a huge amount of great work into here. You can also check out specifically the plugging, which is a cool pun there, plugging, which I like. And then yeah, you can check out this article on Buywire as well, and also the hot sauce from last week to learn about Nice1's participation in the first EOS hackathon. You can also check out some videos from that. You can also check out some tweets from Nice1 to learn about how they're giving how their plugins free and they're looking for help from developers. So that's great. There's also a great tweet from Corvin too, promoting it. Great tweet from Taylor Riker talking about how GameFi works out really well in EOS. And we've talked about DAGs, decentralized gaming guilds like DAOs, but for games. So there's lots of really great things, of course, with GameFi and EOS, with the performance of EOS. It's only possible on EOS, and really cool tweets here and graphics and stuff. And then you can also check out the Discord from Nice1 to learn more and get involved with their project. And yeah, you can check out and play the game as well. You can test it out, Legendary Legends. So great stuff. Also featured in the EOS Vision newsletter. Great to see all the media outlets and EOS helping to promote the great work of EOS developers. And you can check out the plugin and the new game at links in the description and Nice1. So very Nice1. And I'm loving the democratization of video games. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of this game and more great plugins and games from Nice1 and the GameFi ecosystem in EOS. Super exciting stuff. The next topic that we'll discuss is Defibox Balance. So Defibox recently released the Balance protocol, which is a really exciting stablecoin swap protocol that has low slippage and low transaction fees and low impermanent loss. It basically makes the entire EOS ecosystem more performant and a lot more composable. It offers many helpful benefits to the EOS ecosystem. That launched last week, and so far they've been off to a huge success with lots of liquidity and a big running start and lots of excitement. So you can see here, they published a tweet showing that this was, I think, a day or two ago. So I imagine it's probably increased even by now, but within the first couple of days, they have almost 1 million EOS worth of liquidity, and it's growing very quickly with lots of swaps going on. People are trading stable coins, and it's really exciting to see this expansion. You can also check out the Defibox weekly report from about both the Balance application and then also about all of their other applications too, because Defibox has a full suite of DeFi applications. You can learn more about this in the Everything EOS weekly report from last week with lots of details about Defibox and its interaction with the EOS ecosystem. You can also check out the live app, links in the description for all of these things, as well as the other applications from Defibox, such as the swap pool and the lending application and the stablecoin generation application. So all these work together really well. They synergize really well to make it so people can earn high yield and do different kinds of financial engineering on EOS, which is great. This week, there was a tweet where blockchain Zach Gall shared how Yield Plus and Recover Plus will really help with applications like Balance. You can check that out. And of course, you can check out the Yield Plus blue paper and past episodes of the Hot Sauce where we covered this in more detail. Lots of really exciting stuff coming up with the Yield Plus research and the deliverables from there, and a great design, of course, and great information here. And you can learn much more about Yield Plus on all these videos from Denny and Zach, and also the Recover Plus platform, which will work with Defibox as well. So of course, all these you can learn much more in detail in the other ones, but they all go along very well with Balance. So I figured I'd just show them to you really quickly here, because there's all these exciting synergies between the performance of the EOS network and the Recover and Yield and new apps like Balance that are all coming together for a really great EOS DeFi ecosystem that's really exciting. So way to go, Defibox Balance, love to see it. And I'm looking forward to see more liquidity and more growth with EOS Balance and so forth. Also going along with all this growth in the EOS ecosystem, that's very exciting, and that will also certainly help quite a lot with Balance and many other applications. So there's been a huge amount of development in EOS lately. The ENF put out a tweet of a 30-day recap of EOS GitHub activity, showing many developers and many GitHub commits and many files uploaded. So you can check it out on the tweet and learn more. You can also see the full screen version here. And you can check out the EOS Network Foundation, GitHub, and the Mandel repository, and many other repositories to see lots of highlights, lots of issues being resolved, and lots of different projects going on that are very exciting, that will all amount to a much more performant and reliable and helpful EOS network that's already super helpful. That's been working very well for 4 years, but it's getting even better. You can also check out Mandel upgrade meetings every week, as well as EOS IO Coalition meetings every week. So lots of developers at work in a transparent way, and it's great to see all this awesome development from the EOS, from the EOS community, and this tweet from the EOS Network Foundation summing it up. So awesome stuff, EOS developers. Let's go EOS, let's go. And then the next topic that we'll discuss is also related to EOS development and some updates from the ENF Grant Framework. So a couple months ago, ENF released the ENF Grant Framework, which you can learn about on this excellent blog post. Basically, it's a grant framework to make it simple and streamlined for developers and builders in the EOS ecosystem or outside the ecosystem to come to EOS and earn grants for building great tools and helpful software and so forth for EOS. You can also learn about it in this blog post, which explains more about grant framework towards a stronger future with EOS. And ENF recently put out a tweet showing how this can help Web3 developers and DeFi and GameFi and Metaverse and NFTs. This week, there's been 2 teams that have been fully approved by the ENF and will receive some funding and will receive some grants. So the first one is CTF. Vlad is one of the developers at CTF, and he announced it here. CTF is the first ETF on EOS. It's really exciting. It came out last year, over a year ago, and they have a really well-designed app that's really beautiful where people can create ETFs. They're also working on custom ETF functionality, so anybody can create their own ETF, can create and design their own ETF. Right now, there's one ETF called the EOS ETF, and you can find statistics about it here. And they're also working on like really exciting voting tools where everybody will be able to vote, or fund managers will be able to vote. So lots of exciting news. You can check out the grant proposal here on GitHub, where you can learn. You can see it all transparently, which is really great. You can see exactly what the teams are adding and proposing to build and so forth. Behind CTF, by the way, it's Vlad, and also Lenar works on the front end again. So they have a really great team. I'm in contact with them a lot, and they're just like amazing developers and amazing people in general. So it's cool to see all this development out in the open. You can also see what the grant is for and how much they're planning to receive and the different milestones of deploying in different ways and so forth. So it's really exciting, all this great work that's going on. They also have some great designs here to invest in innovation. So way to go, CTF team and ENF Grant Framework. Love to see it. Also TrustSwap, who we talked about a little bit last week. Esteban is building, he's an EVM developer who's been building an app called TrustSwap on the Trust EVM upcoming. So you can learn a bit about this in last week's Everything EOS weekly report, where it was featured a little bit about the TrustSwap application, as well as lots of other developments with the TrustSwap. You can also check out, there's like some great tweets from Trimbot where you can see some overviews of TrustSwap. Basically, it's an application that allows people to trade very easily on the EVM coming up soon, and lots of development as well that you can find in that weekly report about progress with technical development and their plans to create a DAO and so forth. So it's awesome to see that TrustSwap also got approved for that grant. I'm excited for TrustSwap and CTF and all these different applications working together to build amazing future with the ENF Grant Framework, and I love to see it. So thank you everybody for all the great work. Looking forward to and looking forward to seeing more from the ENF Grant Framework. Way to go, beautiful artwork too. And the last topic that we'll discuss today is the Eden Fractal meeting. So we had the first ever Eden Fractal meeting this week. It was an amazing experience. I was there, and I've been playing a big part along with many other Eden members in creating the Eden Fractal, basically empowering the Eden community with the Fractally process and some unique features like EOS rewards and Eden respect and NFTs that are really exciting to help empower the Eden community and grow the EOS community and so forth. So we had the first event for the Eden Fractal this week. It was super exciting, super fun. You can learn more about it at edenfractal.com. This website will be updated a little bit more in the future because it's still for last week, but you can learn more about it there and you can learn details. Check out if you're interested. Basically, we'll be meeting every Wednesday and using the Fractally process to rank contributions and determine how much each participant is helping Eden and EOS. So people will split up into groups of 6 and then rank each other's contributions. You can learn about it here in this tweet from Patrick from Nova Crypto. Patrick's been contributing a lot of really helpful contributions to the Eden Fractal, which is awesome. You can also check out, we have a video that hasn't been published very much, but James March shared something where you could see a little bit about what we've been doing and who we attended. So there were 15 attendees at this event, and there were 12 participants who split up into rooms of 10. So we had a really amazing group here. You could check out everybody who participated. So there was Vlad, who I just mentioned, who's a developer of CTF and also Consortium, who's been helping out with a lot. I participated. We have our Eden profiles here. Chuck McDonald, a chief delegate who's doing amazing work, and James Mart. All these people are doing amazing work. Felix Reese, Patrick from Nova Crypto, Douglas Wu, Dwayne Felipe, Jay Taylor, Marco Antonio Gonzalez, Melvin Pierce, Martin Brower. We also had a lot of help from Joshua Seymour, and Chris Barnes came to support us for a while. The goal was basically to help Eden and help EOS and have fun. So it went like really successfully. It was really fun. It was really amazing. Everyone did amazing work, and I'm super grateful for everyone's contributions and participations. We also had, after the 40-minute meeting, we had excellent conversations for over an hour. And everyone was really sharing really exciting and inspired thoughts about the future of the Eden Fractal. So really awesome. Basically, these events have opportunities where everybody who participates can earn EOS and earn Eden Respect and also earn NFTs. So the NFTs are created by Chuck McDonald. He makes these amazing NFT artworks. And then in addition to the NFTs, which he gave out one to everybody who attended, he also participated in the chief delegate meetings. So there was chief delegate meeting 8 and 9, which I think we'll probably discuss a lot more in next week. They came out yesterday, so we didn't have too long to digest it yet, but they were really exciting. Chuck talked about these meetings a bit at both of them, and there was also lots of other exciting developments and discussions at these chief delegate meetings about Eden member services and what the chief delegates are doing and the Eden account keys. So check those out. Definitely lots of exciting stuff coming from the chief delegates, and thanks so much. They're on Bywire and on Odyssey and coming up on YouTube. And then also, in addition to NFTs that Chuck made too, there's also 100 EOS per week that's being distributed to Eden contributors. That is sponsored by an organization that I'm working on building called Eden Creators, where I raise funding with Pomelo. And as an Eden chief delegate, you could see the earnings that was distributed. So out of the 100 EOS that was distributed, where Vlad received about 22 EOS because he was ranked number 6, and then people were ranked number 5 and 4 and so forth. So everybody received EOS, and everybody also received the Respect and NFTs. We're working on making lots of cool promotional material here and lots of wonderful art. Vlad, one of the reasons why he was ranked number 6 was because he's creating these awesome apps to help make this process more streamlined and entirely working on EOS. So he put together some mock-ups with Lenar, who works closely with Vlad at Consortium, where you can see people will be able to vote and submit consensus on EOS, which is really cool. And then also James Mark put together a MVP of a smart contract to make it really easy to send out EOS in different transactions, the EOS tokens and the Eden Respect as well. So that was sent out yesterday, and everybody who participated received EOS, NFTs, and Respect. So awesome stuff. In addition to that, a couple more quick highlights. Patrick from Nova Crypto, as I said, he's been making a lot of awesome tweets. He put out a really cool cinematic video, and he posted a cool post on Bywire where you can learn more. He's also been working on a mind map, and we also did an interview with him, so you could check out. He's been making beautiful art and beautiful NFTs, so I love to see it, and I'm so appreciative of Patrick and everybody. You can check out this interview with myself and Felix Reese and Patrick talking about the Eden Fractal to learn more. And also you can join us at the Eden Town Hall on every Sunday at 16 UTC, where last week we discussed the Eden Fractal, and we'll probably discuss it a bit as well this week, as well as many other exciting developments in the Eden community. So join us there, and also every Wednesday at 13 UTC for the Eden Fractal meeting. So, and you can also learn more at edenfractal.com. So that's awesome. Thanks so much, everybody who participated there, and looking forward to seeing people there for next week. And yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then the final story that we'll just go over really quickly today is the EOS Community Fireside Chat. So in addition to the Eden Fractal events coming up every Wednesday at 13 UTC, every Wednesday at 19 UTC, there'll be the EOS Community Fireside Chats. So everyone's welcome to attend to these. And we always have fascinating conversations that are super helpful with many of the best builders in EOS. So I'm looking forward to the next week's Fireside Chat, and I hope to see you there, and the town halls and everything else going on. I see we also have lots of comments in the chat too. The whole gang is in here. That's right, Daniel. It's great to see everybody here. Oscar talking about the game from Nice1, smashing the likes. Wonderful work, everybody. Go EOS, go EOS Vision. Absolutely, everybody. Thanks so much. There's so much comments here. I'm trying to keep up with it. Rockets from Yarrow. Great to see everybody with all the support. The EOS community is like, man, it's so exciting, everything that's going on here. Go Mission and the Eden Fractal. Patrick had a great time there. Great to see everybody, and looking forward to seeing you there too, Andrew. It's at 6 a.m. for you, but yeah. And Oscar, hope to see you all there, and hope to see you all at the Fireside Chat. Thanks everybody so much for all the support and enthusiasm in the live chat. It's been an awesome, really fun show. I hope you've enjoyed the stories. I'm thrilled to share all this exciting progress about the EOS ecosystem with you, and I'm looking forward to the Fireside Chat, the Fractal event, and all sorts of other stuff coming up this week. So much exciting development in the EOS community. Until next week, remember to keep it spicy. We'll be back at the same time next week for the hot sauce. Like, subscribe, and share to help grow EOS, help spread the Boid Avatars and all the cool development. Go fly around. And yeah, thanks everybody so much. Have a marvelous weekend, and go EOS. Thank you. Thanks everybody. Woo!